Hello and welcome to the August 2020 MTFR monthly update. A few personnel notes for this month. The open full-time position is in the process of being filled. That position has been open since February when we were unable to fill it off of the previous eligibility list. We have offered a part-time firefighter that position. That person is going through the process and should be on board with us in September when they will be enrolled in the Hack Municipal Fire Academy. We will see that person back in November after graduation, and at that point in time, all open positions will be filled. Moving into next year, we have administered our entry-level firefighter test with the change in civil service rules, and we are now testing 18-year-old entry-level positions. We did have 139 applications for the August 1st test. We ended up testing 132 candidates. At this point, the written test results are back, and the top 35 candidates have been invited into the CPAT process and are moving forward at this time. And again, that is creating an eligibility list for 2021. In our fire marshal process, that closed on the 14th of August, and we received 68 applications for the fire marshal position. At this time, the HR department is phone interviewing 14 applicants, and we hope to move 6 to 8 of those to a panel interview process in early September. It is still our goal to have the new fire marshal position filled in the month of October. Moving on to some fleet notes. The minor issues that were found with both tractor-drawn aerials earlier this summer during aerial testing have all been rectified, and both of the tractor-drawn aerials have now received their aerial certification for the year. A new vehicle has come into the fleet here in MTFR that we would like to show you. The Chief 20 vehicle has been replaced after 9 years of service. The Chief 20 vehicle has been replaced with a 2020 Tahoe with an upfit from TRM in Boyertown. The previous Chief 20 vehicle is being given to the fire marshal. Some final fleet information for this month is the MTFR fleet will see several units become redesignated into new unit identifiers. The reason for that is some of those vehicles are being repurposed and or do meet a county standard that we never identified with previously, or we only have a single vehicle in the fleet of that designation and we are changing to match that single designation. So Tanker 207 is being redesignated as Tanker 20. Squad 207 will now be inspected and identified in the fleet as Brush 20. And the UTV vehicle, which was never identified at LCWC, there are now designations in the county system for UTV vehicles. So the UTV will now be officially recognized in the CAD as UTV 20. Those designations and redesignations will become effective the first week of September. Moving on to training notes, there is only one training note. On September the 23rd will be the yearly hazmat refresher. Again, we've reviewed previously, the format for this will be a drill type scenario where both hazmat ops and hazmat tech will be recertified in one 4-hour drill for this year. Again, that will be the 23rd of September. Captain Bezic will post that. That will be either a 4-hour afternoon session or a 4-hour evening session. You only need to attend one. That will again be your ops or tech refresher for this year. And then starting in February 2021, we will be back on our regular schedule of ops and tech refreshers for the year 2021. Several pre-fire survey notes for this month. The bid was awarded to a contractor for the East Roseville Road, Eden Road intersection improvement project. That work is now scheduled to begin the first week of October. That intersection will be widened. There will now be a left and a right turn lane when you're traveling on East Roseville Road to Eden Road. Again, a left and a right turn lane. When you are traveling on Eden Road eastbound, there will now be a left turn lane added that will take you on to East Roseville Road. Coming westbound on Eden Road, it will remain a single lane. So there will be some significant work at that intersection. So again, starting in the month of October, especially for the driver operators, please be cognizant of that daytime work that is going on. That intersection will also receive a traffic signal, but that will not occur until the spring. We are in the process of providing some land development reviews for some new significant projects here in the township. There will be a new 3-story apartment building built on Jackson Street in the 201 local. That review is underway. There will be a new 3-story office building constructed in Granite Run. That review is underway. Also, the Manheim Township School District is creating, a bus maintenance facility that will be located on the Lancaster Airport property on the north side of the property where they currently park the school buses. So all 3 of those projects are under review. We also expect construction to start very shortly on 2 apartment buildings at the Belmont project. And also, final approval has been given to the Stoner Farm residential neighborhood on Eden Road. We expect construction to begin there later this fall or early spring. So some additional significant projects going on here in the township. Our final note for this month again relates to COVID. Please continue, career and volunteer personnel, to follow all of the policy and procedures that we have implemented. We continue with everything as is so that we can hopefully prevent the spread of COVID here in our organization. And also a request that should you have any signs or symptoms, as we have related before, the request is that you do not come to any of the MTFR stations to work or volunteer. Any signs or symptoms, you should contact us and let us know your status. If you are being quarantined for some reason because you've come in contact with someone outside of the MTFR environment, career or volunteer, we would like that information communicated to us. If you have possibly been exposed at your workplace, especially on the volunteer side of the house, for our volunteer folks that are working somewhere else, again, if you are exposed at your workplace, we would like notification of that. All of this, again, is in an effort to keep the COVID-19 out of the MTFR environment. So please do your best to communicate with us and let us know your status. That is all for this month. We will see you in September. Until then, stay safe.